Rogue Wing, Corlane, or Helen RD over at Starship Modeler. Welcome to the workshop. Okay, started work on the legs here. Got those first 3 steps into those 6 bits. Now this section here is a bit of a quandary. There's actually a poly cap in the middle of that bottom section, as you can see by the gray, but I have no idea why it's there except possibly to allow for some flex in that joint. That'll be the eventual hip socket, but slowly but surely we got the legs going. Alright, we basically have legs. As you can see, the knee joint on this thing actually works like the human joint, bending in both the upper and lower portion. It's actually a more authentic knee joint than a lot of action figures these days have. Going to be fully posable with the poly caps in the feet. Of course, that's actually to allow for the engines to close. But all in all, we're making a lot of progress here. At this point, I've basically got to assemble the jump pack and the head, which I'll use the bottom head here. But I assemble the jump pack and the head, and I'm basically ready with this one. Alright, basic construction's now complete. As you can see, obviously I've still got some serious seam work to do here. But all in all, it's turned out pretty good. Still haven't decided on a color scheme for him yet, but knowing me, it's probably going to be something in a red and black. Especially given the fact the unit this guy's supposed to be part of, well, sometimes those flexible legs can be a problem. Considering the fact the unit this guy's supposed to be a part of is called the wild cards. Now, let's take a quick look at some of my bigger problems, actually. Namely the seams on the back of the jump pack. That's going to take some serious fill work. Unfortunately, the parts were fairly tight when I glued them together, and I probably should have clamped it. I didn't. So I have to go in, fill that, probably with some of my dear friend Abe's epoxy sculpt. But all in all, raw construction is done. Alright, we've got the aids in place on the big seams I was seeing, both on the jump pack and on the leg pieces. Well, while that's setting, it's going to be time to start working on the other mech.